kind of want to just get this done. Okay. Go, music. Oh. Woo. Hi, friends. Just. Hi. It is the end of week 5, and it was a long week indeed. There are a lot of things to talk about. Monday, I had 2 group presentations to prepare for. It was just a really stressful week. So for those of you who saw me, I was stressed up every day last week, and it was just stupid hectic. 2 presentations to prepare for on Monday. Tuesday, I had one of those group presentations. Wednesday, I had an essay due. Thursday, I had another group presentation. Friday, I got through round. Friday, I presented my commencement speech for application. I didn't get it, so oh well. And then Friday, that's Friday, that's where my head's at. Friday was my commencement speaker application interview. Saturday, I presented my research. It was just a really hectic week, and I guess getting to what was more pertinent is what ended up happening during that week. See, I don't even know if I really want to talk about this. It's just like, I'm going to talk about it. For those of you who don't know, I had a mild stroke. That sounds really funny coming out of my mouth because I'm 22 years young and it's just like, what even? Yeah, I had a mild stroke. I want to turn this down. I don't want music right now. I want to talk about this. It's kind of serious. Yeah, I had a mild stroke. TIA, basically, transient ischemic attack is what I had. If you've been following the last 2 weeks, I put my head through a wall so many more times than I'm proud to count. It apparently has been stressful enough that, well, I laughed it off and had this smile on my face for a good long time. Apparently I hit a wall that finally hit back. And, yeah, right, so that happened. We're not going to talk about how I subsequently blacked out, but for those of you who know me, this sucks. I didn't think anything of it, and it happened, and I was like, okay, alright, that's fine, I gotta go to class. And then I went to go see my doctor. He was like, you need to tone it down a lot. It sucks. It's all of a sudden really scary. It's how do I don't even have a good example of like what the mentality for people who I know people who have been stolen from. All of a sudden you have this mentality that you're always like fearful and you can never feel safe like in your own home if you got burglarized. All of a sudden I find myself thinking about a lot of things that are like so minute, so small. Like all of a sudden I'm really aware of like how my breathing capability is. Alright, whatever. The effects of a TIA. Basically there are no effects, thankfully. The one risk is that for the next 7 days since Thursday, I'm at like a 50-something% higher risk of having an actual stroke, so I need to keep it real mild till Friday, then I'm good. The thing is that, I mean, I didn't even know about this because, you know, I'm 22 years old. Why would I even know anything about a stroke? Is that it's scary because mentally it can debilitate. It can ruin you pretty bad. Or an actual stroke can ruin you. A mild one doesn't really do anything other than scare you. Yeah, and all of a sudden for me to have that jeopardized on the line, that mentally I could have lost something. Yeah, that sucks. But I'm gonna get through it. I'm okay. I'm good. I'm completely fine. I just gotta apparently I gotta take a deep breath, juggle my stuff a little better, and I'm gonna be okay. I know I've been shouting out to someone each week, so this one is Michelle. Thank you. I don't know, we've been talking a lot more this quarter than we have in 4 years, and I'm glad for that. But you're super, super considerate. Thank you for being so supportive and helpful. The other people that I want to mention, thank you for those of you who did try and attempt to come to my research presentation, which sucked because basically someone didn't show up before me and I got bumped forward and all of you walked in the door as I was finishing up my Q&A session. So I'm really sorry, but thank you for making the efforts. Craig, Jenny, Knock, or Lou, I don't know what you go by right now. We talked about this last night. And Michelle, thank you for attempting to come by. It really means a lot to me, your support. you didn't miss out on much. I didn't really talk about much that's interesting. So, but thank you for at least making the efforts. Yeah, that's it. I don't really want to talk about anything else. Other than the fact that I need to de-stress a little bit, apparently. Yeah, okay, so this week my speaker is another one of my puppies. I've known him for quite a while, and I'm very glad to have him speak in a few minutes. That'll be it. Yeah, I just need to stress. That's a fun thing. Finally hit a wall that hit back. I'm gonna get past this one. Okay, he's gonna introduce himself. Thank you for wasting your time with me. I will see you all next week. Bye, guys. So I realized that actually the reason that I brought up me having a stroke wasn't definitely 100% was not to brag or anything or be like, oh, look, I got through this. And it's not to scare any of you into thinking like, oh my gosh, I need to go and say my farewells to Michael. See, now I'm thinking about all the high schoolers, you people from North that I got ice cream with last night. The point is that like every single one of you that I've met, at least in some respect, I've wanted to learn something from. I've done my best. That's kind of the way that I view the people in my life, is that there's always something that someone else can give me insight to in their life, in the way that you have developed in your life. There's something I can learn from you, and you know, that's just the type of person I am. In the case that Thursday had been actually really serious and that I had actually had a stroke, events like this really make you realize the important things. And so I really wanted to take a second, because I know I'm really busy. I know I'm stupid busy. She probably said it best when she said, you're probably going to be busy after death, too. I don't know. She's probably right. You all are really important to me, and I want to thank you for at least coming in my life for however long or short you did. Thank you. And you're all really important. So I hope that you all, at least, if you're watching it today, if you're watching, whenever you're watching this, whenever it is, I hope you all have at least one really, really good day, because you deserve it. And I know I'm stupid busy, but thank you just for being a part of my life, for being amazing. You're all amazing. And I wish all of you nothing but the best, to be honest, because this is like way melodramatic. But had something happened, and I don't get the chance to say that, that sucks. So I'm saying it now. Because I neglected to respond to all of those birthday wishes. And yeah, it's on Facebook and people can, you know, make the argument that, oh, it's not personal anymore because everyone can see it and everyone knows and no one has to actually know your birthday, but they're all reminded, blah, blah, blah. Thank you for at least being a part of my life. No matter what the quality of our relationship is. Thank you. There you go. All right. So this is for the end of week 5. Oh no, we need that. Like I haven't memorized, I'm not probably sure. This is the end of week 5. This is my guest for the week. His name is
Truman.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. How do we meet?
Frisbee. Of course.
Yeah.
It was I think the first day of practice, like when they still haven't really started yet. They just had like a soft practice, and then we just scrimmed.
Okay.
We just scrimmed, and then they had like returners for like every team, and then you were just one of the returners that was on my team.
Yeah, I do remember playing that first point with you. Yeah.
I don't know, that was a tiring point. That was a tiring day.
We ran you guys through a lot. Yeah. Yeah. So we met through Frisbee. Can't really add anything more to that. First impression.
First impression. Well, I met you then, but then I didn't really like get to know you.
That's true.
Until like later on. I think you were a really cool guy. You were fast, and you're super fast. Like, oh my gosh. I remember one time, you know how they ask questions in the circle?
Yeah.
And I don't remember who, they asked somebody if you could, what is your favorite thing about one player?
Oh, was that this year?
No, that was last year.
Okay, alright.
And then, so they were saying like different things. I remember thinking about it. I was like, you have the shimmy, kind of like a shimmy flick. And I was like, dude, that's pretty cool. I don't know, you're just like so on top of everything too.
Thank you.
Smart.
First impression. I laugh because when I did this video with Amber's, I think it was just after picnic day, so we already kind of got through the first impressions outside Richard's.
Yeah.
First impression. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really get to know you until after we made the split, and so then Larry.
Mm-hmm.
Larry was, or Trin was captain then. Larry was coming out a bit, but Trin was captain when we first met.
Still? I don't even...
Trin didn't leave until maybe. All right. When we first met, I and this is the same argument with Ambrose. Was that I just didn't. I don't want to say it's a race thing, but I just didn't think you were gonna stay up. I thought you were coming out to just like learn the sport.
It's a race thing.
It's like the non-Asian thing. I just thought you were coming out to kind of just see what the sport was about.
Yeah.
But I'm very glad you're so passionate about the sport, and I'm so glad that impression did not hold true. Favorite memory of ours?
Like one specific?
Yeah.
Okay, I had a problem with that.
It's like going around the circle, like, oh, what do you like? What was good about this weekend? Oh, like, Truman's defense.
I think it was getting you that Callahan. I think.
Oh.
I think I liked that one a lot. I was very happy after that, cause like our time was winding down. I was like, it doesn't seem like it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And just it did. So it's pretty incredible.
Thank you. I'm so glad you contributed to me redeeming myself after 3 years. No, it's good. I appreciate it. My favorite memory, actually, I can't remember. It must have been Santa Barbara.
This year or?
Yeah, because we had dropped off Vans, and I had asked you to pick me up because I still have my bike.
Ah.
And we were driving back, and you and I had been talking a lot last year.
Mm-hmm.
Because one, you're like one of the 5 guys that came out to practice, and 2, just because. Yeah, Trin must have been the captain at the beginning of the year. Like, that's me being ADD. Because we had talked a lot at the beginning of last year. We had started talking, and then coming back from Santa Barbara, we were driving back, and you were telling me about all these things, you know, how good that time was, because academically you weren't doing so hot, and I was so surprised because you had said that everything that I told you really helped you get back on track, and I didn't understand the severity of the advice I was giving you at the time.
No,
and so
it meant a lot.
Yeah,
I was really struggling. I was holding on. It's tough, and Frisbee, even though we didn't do much, just coming out to talk was very helpful.
I'm very glad I could have been there for you. Like, very, very glad. Because that would suck to not have had you come back home. Is there anything we have left to do in our time together?
We still have to go eat dinner.
Yes.
I think. Yeah. So I don't mean not. I think, but I mean, outside of Frisbee, I don't think we hang out too much. Like, I would definitely like. Well, I mean, you're a super busy guy. There's always that, but yeah, we should like get to know you better.
We should hang out more outside of Frisbee.
Personally.
No, I owe you a few dinners. I owe you the one for last year with you, Nate, and Raph. We need to have the one for the captains, for next year's captains, at the very least. So, and then we've got the end of the year barbecue and stuff. One thing we have left to do in our time together. You might not be so for this, but I really want to play a game of Ultimate, like play against you for like 1 or 2 points. I really like. You were so passionate about the sport, and in the last few games that I've seen you play, you remind me a lot of James. And do you remember James much?
Yeah.
James was just such a well-rounded player, like so active all the time, and you have started to show that. I am envious because that is so much passion and spirit in the game, and I want to play against you. Like, and you might not like it. I'm not gonna like it.
We play several points against each other. Like, you mean like an actual game?
Like an actual. You know, I'm thinking about it right now. I want at the end, between now and graduation, like A team and B team to just mix the teams up, and then like somehow we're scrimming, and like I want to play against you. I want to D you or mark against you. You D'd me a few times in practice.
Okay, yeah. But
you D'd me quite. You foot blocked me.
I can't keep up with you. It's just I know what I have to work on this summer. I have to run and run and run. Because there's no way I wouldn't be able to do it next year if I don't.
You can do it. You can really do it. That's one thing I would like to do. What is one thing on your bucket list?
Bucket list. I mean, skydiving is a little bit cliche, I guess.
Oh, no, it's not. No one has said that.
Really?
Whoa, you want to go skydiving?
Yeah, it seems so like it seems pretty exhilarating. I mean, like obviously once I get up there, I'm gonna be pretty. Oh, sorry.
I'll leave it out.
Whoa. But yeah, it's pretty close by too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Seems kind of fun.
Yeah, I've considered it, but at the end of the day, I'm like, no, that's a lot of risk. That's a lot of. Good for you. Right. I'm not gonna scare you out of that one.
Okay. Yeah, please don't.
One thing on my bucket list. Shoot. I I'm fingers crossed. I'm hoping I haven't said this yet. I really want to go to Antarctica.
Antarctica.
Yeah, sometime before like global warming just absolutely melts it down.
Ah, okay.
But I want to go see it. I mean, it's just like think about it. You think about the continents. Like no, everyone just glazes over Antarctica.
Yeah, no one just ever thinks about it. Yeah, that's a good one.
Either that or like North Pole. I either want to go see polar bears or
penguins.
Penguins, yeah. One or the other. Favorite produce.
Favorite produce. Fruits are okay, right?
Fruits are okay. Fruits and vegetables.
Alright. I think my favorite... it's tough. I'm just gonna go with what I like have to have in many dishes. I think lettuce.
Okay, alright. I'm sitting over here laughing the whole time because I think the past 4 people have said apples. And I'm like, what the heck? Everyone loves apples.
I just...
Lettuce.
Lettuce, like, it goes well on everything. Like,
that's true.
I mean, without it, a lot of dishes I think are like a burger. I usually like get extra lettuce at In-N-Out. Like I have to ask for that. It just tastes so much better.
You need the crisp, like the green.
Yeah.
Good. Super good. Favorite produce. Oh man. What was it? What did I have the other week?
Was last week's? No, last week's was Members.
No, last week's was Haley.
Okay.
But I want to say a fruit. Plums. I love plums.
See, I think I was just talking about that yesterday. So prunes are like dried plums, right?
Yeah.
I really don't like prunes though. It's just,
Wait, prunes?
Are they?
Wait, raisins? Wait,
raisins are dried grapes.
Raisins are dried grapes. Prunes are dried plums.
Yeah, I don't like prunes at all. And
but you
plums,
like plums
are really good.
Oh, that's fine.
I just don't.
That's right. Dried fruit is interesting.
Yeah.
Something you would like to tell yourself in 5 or 10 years. What is that time frame?
Something I would like to tell myself.
Yeah.
So me now telling myself.
Like, hi, my name is Truman. 5 years from now, I'd like to tell you this. This is you foreshadowing something you'd like to tell yourself. You know, in elementary school, they have you like write letters to
yourself.
Yeah. That same concept.
I guess how I see life now. I guess I feel like I'll be in a tight spot, so I'm just gonna tell myself, just keep working, keep going strong. You gotta push through. Something like that. I just don't see it going too well in the future, but I will try my best.
Oh my god, I'm so worried now.
It's okay.
Alright, you got it. Whatever it is, you got it. That's interesting. You and Ambrose had the same type of thing.
Really?
Like, yeah. Like, I don't know if it's major oriented or what, but he was just like, you gotta get through it.
Push through.
Interesting. Alright, my puppies have the same mentality.
Could be good and bad.
Yeah. Shoutouts. Is there, I tell everyone this, but I would do the 5 or 10 years one, but because I'm interviewing like 10 people, then that's like 10 things I have to tell myself. So I'll do one again.
Okay.
Shoutouts. Is there anyone that you would like to, 15 minutes of fame here? Your sister?
Shoutouts. My sister. Oh yeah, I have to thank my family. Like, they're very supportive in me playing Frisbee. Like, they know, because I talked to them too, and they know I had trouble before, and then they know like Frisbee is what I love to do in my pastime. So when I tell them like the Davis tournament's coming up, they actually really want to come out and watch. And I think
your sister did come out.
Yeah, my sister and my cousin too. I was surprised.
Nice.
Yeah, and she made a poster.
Yeah,
it's kind of embarrassing, but
that's good.
But yeah, and the B team. I'm very excited for next year.
I'm so excited for you guys next year.
I really love hanging out with them. Going to throw. It's just a lot of fun.
I'm so glad.
Doing stupid plays and always.
I saw that wild play where he does it like
he just like fakes the flick and then it's a dish. I don't know what we're doing.
I'm so excited for you guys next year. Honestly, to have started with you and had 5 guys to end passing it off to you and having. We have 18. I'm the only one leaving. Jeremy's leaving. So you're going to have 16?
Oh, yeah.
You're going to have 16 guys next year, right off the bat?
Yep.
I'm going to recruit so hard for you guys this summer before I leave, honestly.
Oh, they do that. Summer. Is it summer session 1 and 2? I think I could do.
Or during orientation.
I'll be here for summer session 1.
Kramer and I are hoping to hit 300.
300?
We hit 250 last orientation.
Like just people running in?
Over the course. I mean, it's just a list.
Okay.
Only like 60% come out. Super good. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.